Hello, this is Lee back once again for another video, and of course you knew I was going to review the Mae Young Classic 2018, WWE Network, Full Sail University, blah blah blah. This was recorded back in August, and throughout September, and now into October, they've been showing little episodes, little pieces of this tournament, when in reality it was recorded all in 2 days, and then the finals, the last match will be shown as part of the Evolution pay-per-view, October 28th. Not a paid shill, just pointing out that fact. My overall review is that this was an excellent show. I enjoyed it quite a bit, and I just want to tell those who actually took the time to watch it, especially if you binge watched it. I mean, I'm normally not a fan of binge watching, but I recommend it for this. Now you know why I like Shimmer. Now you know why I like women's wrestling. Now you know why I'm a fan of these women. And what a tease for the Shimmer audience. I mean, come on, Shimmer. I know you launched your streaming service, about a week ago. But really, it's been 2 years since you've released a new digital versatile disc of Shimmer Wrestling. It's just been agony for the fans who are trying to keep up. Because unless you go to the live shows, you have no idea what's going on. Unless you read spoilers, and it just tells you who won and who lost. So really, Shimmer Fans got a lot of teaser material. They showed little brief, heavily edited vignettes of these various wrestlers. A lot of wrestlers really didn't get much. But it would show like clips, and it was obviously from a Shimmer show. It's like, who is this person? I've never seen them in Shimmer. And there's their little clip. Oh, I want to see the digital versatile disc. So all that Shimmer footage and no show to go with it. So really, Shimmer fans are just as much in the dark as a lot of you are, if you haven't followed these wrestlers. A lot of them, to be fair, are from NXT. But many of them clearly have only wrestled in other countries or in Shimmer, in indie feds like that. So, bit of a tease. But I would say the Mae Young Classic 2018 is even more indie, even more strong style, whatever you want to call it. It's even more like the type of wrestling I'm used to watching than the first Mae Young Classic. The first Mae Young Classic, it was kind of hit and miss. Some of it was very much like, you take these wrestlers out of the feds they normally wrestle in and put them in the ring, and they do pretty much what they always do. Maybe it's just a little bit shorter. Maybe the crowd doesn't get into it quite as much because they don't know who they are. I could tell there were a couple Shimmer regulars in the audience, the crowd. There's one guy in particular at the very beginning. See if you know who I'm talking about. He's got a baseball cap on. I won't single him out, but it was like, I've seen that guy before. I know he's part of the Shimmer crowd. I think he was promoting Allison Kay. Well, I just gave it away, but there you go. And those fans cheered for who they wanted to cheer for. You could tell the crowd was supposed to be heel, face, whatever. But, the other people, the heels got a few cheers from those fans, and I like that. I appreciated that. And just like the other Mae Young Classic, the cutaway, oh, here's a celebrity in the audience. Ooh, look at this. Kind of silly, kind of goofy. But, you saw a few faces. Where was Kana? Where was Asuka during this whole thing? I don't know. Is she out injured? I hope she comes back. Or, I hope they either push her to the moon and allow her to do what she does and be good. Or, she just moves on and does, what she likes to do. Because I feel like, they gave her quite a push, but then, they just really haven't done much with her. And maybe that's for good reason. Maybe that's because of injury. But she's such a good talent. I don't know, just make it a really goofy... I want heel Kana back. I want the zombie makeup. I want the blood, the ferociousness, just the maniac. That's what we need. But anyway, I'm off on a tangent. Kairi Sane and Kana were not part of this. Asuka, not part of this. The usual suspects from WWE's Raw and SmackDown were not part of this. This was majority NXT and Shimmer, indie talent, and a few other wrestlers I'd never seen before. So I recommend this highly. The first round is all available on WWE Network. It's about 4 hours, shy of 4 hours of material, which is about half a Shimmer show, a Shimmer evening of live show, and it's pretty enjoyable. There's only 1 or 2 matches in the first round that I really thought were, not so good, and I have very high standards. So even the worst matches were pretty decent. I'd say Shimmer is maybe like an A+, if we're comparing, and this is like an A- to an A, depending on the match. So pretty close, pretty close. The matches felt a little shorter, and you didn't have a lot more to it than that, which is fine. I didn't need tons. I didn't need an hour kickoff show or anything like that. I didn't need a lot of pointless filler and advertising for other things that have no bearing on this tournament. I think they spent a little more time introducing things. There was a little more filler for the first one, but this is just all business. It's much more indie style, what indie fans are used to. I mean, we're used to like 1 or 2 promos, maybe a video intro or something, and then just match, go home. It's just all matches, all action, and you have to think about it later. And that's a hardcore recording session. You have to do it that way, I'm sure. As opposed to someone getting in the ring and talking for 15 to 30 minutes before, a fight breaks out, and they're going to have to wait until the pay-per-view. It's like, come on. That seems to happen way too often in the regular wrestling show. So, if you want to see what women's wrestling is like today, I'd much, point you to Shimmer. I'd point you to Japan, to Canada, to Mexico, a little bit. But, WWE's come a long way, so kudos to them. I hope they continue in this direction to be better and better. I hope that they make use of the good talents, but I hope that the indie feds out there like Shimmer don't give up. Don't just become a pipeline for pretty girls to get into the WWE and do nothing. That's not really what it's about. And certainly it's all about money. What do the fans want? But as a fan, I want to see good quality, athletic, interesting characters, with good wrestling matches. And, if they can do good promos and storylines, all the better. But don't just make it all generic and boring and dull and dumbed down for the masses. People are smart. They can be exposed to new ideas and see things differently. And you don't have to put down the men to raise up the women. Just let the women be their best, do their best, like this. And don't just promote, your friends. Allow, more to come in. So I don't know how much Triple H or Sarah Amato are to thank for this, but I have a feeling, with considering the quality work they've been doing in the past, that we do owe them something for this. And I don't know what Dutch Mantel is doing these days, but he's a big women's wrestling guru, so get him in on this if he's not already. So those are my thoughts. Check it out. See what you think. But just remember, it's not the end-all be-all. WWE is not the end-all be-all of wrestling, period. But it's also not the end-all be-all of women's wrestling. And this women's evolution, whatever it is, I hope it's great. I hope it's good. I hope it's amazing. It has a high standard to live up to. I mean, the best women's wrestling in the world is in Japan. Joshi, Puroriso, however you say it. That's the best. In North America, there's some Canadian promotions, but consistently it's been Shimmer has been the highest quality. Chikara does its thing, but other than Joshi Mania, it's mixed, and it's comedy. Whereas Shimmer, has its comedy matches, but also has a lot of seriousness to it. So this is a big boost for Shimmer, but I hope that they don't, kind of get lost in the shuffle. I hope they don't just let the lure of money diminish their own quality. So come on, Dave. Get out those digital versatile discs. Let's see some more. I'll buy them. Of course, I will. So there you go. Mae Young Classic. More videos to come when I have time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.